All right, so you're welcome back. We've segued into lifestyle and fashion, and we're asking this morning how fast or otherwise is the fashion industry rising. If we can, we'll do a comparison between what the situation is like here in Ghana and in the rest of Europe or in the US. I mean, I think that the rest of the world is fascinated by African culture and designs, and I'm wondering why it doesn't reflect there. Anyway, my guests this morning are, well, a fashion designer, Oheneba Yabuama, creative director, Abranteɛ the Gentleman, and then there's also Doris Adom Asumeni. She's the CEO of the Ebony and Ivory Productions Limited, but they also have a modeling agency. You run a modeling agency. All right, lady and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So, Abranteɛ, in this industry, to succeed, you must be able to look into the future. You must be able to anticipate what's going to happen in a year or two as far as fashion is concerned. How do you do this? How do you position yourself such that you can ride on the waves when they come in 2 years?
Good.
And not be blown away,
I would say we turn our fashion is actually what we do hold. What see every day.
Yeah.
But there are people who set trends. Trends are coming out from outside.
They are
pace
setters.
Yes, pace setters. People are watching or probably copying trends that are coming from outside as a yardstick. But to me, I would say when you are copying trends that are coming from outside, you have to take care of what we do here, what will fit here. Let me give for example. Blazers are up viral now. People are wearing all sort of blazers. But if I'm probably doing a blazer, I can do a blazer with a more of an African print lining.
Yeah.
That would be more of foreign, but more of probably something.
You designed and made this.
Yes.
Why didn't you use an African print for the crest?
I have crest as in this. That is my emblem.
Yes. Okay. This is your.
Yes. There are things that represent that is for my brand. They have their star there.
I see.
The hope of Africa is in there.
Oh, I see.
So there are stuff that come into play. Maybe my lining will be different from what the outside people are using.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you go about it. Things that is good to copy. Maybe let's talk about finishing. Finishing is best when it's coming from West. What problems that we face here is finishing is one of our problems here. People don't take finishing seriously. So me as a designer, if I'm looking at things that are going on, I will check my finishing very well. At the same time checking finishing, I won't copy the same thing that they are doing, but probably inculcate into what will fit into Africa. Our weather here is different from the weather there. So even probably I'm doing a blazer, I won't use tweed. I'll use probably linen. That will be more comfortable to wear in Ghana.
Of course, tweed is heavy.
Yes. So these are things that comes into mind when you are probably positioning yourself as a brand, local brand, and compare it to what is happening outside there.
I'll come back to that because there's a point of originality I can raise from there. However, I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that it's very worrying that it seems as though the trend in the Ghanaian fashion industry is such that we don't go with the heritage of the designer. We rather go with the fabric, what makes the fabric or what makes the design African. Is that not worrying? Have you noticed? Have you observed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember when I started my collection, I had a whole collection named Heritage.
Yeah.
It was strictly African inspired prints and culture from different facets of probably Ghana. I had the smog, the African stuff that you can think about, and it was more fully African with Ghana. But one thing I realized was people loved it, but they say the colors are just too much. So it will boil down to going back, talking about print. What is happening with our print? Are people ready to wear print? How many people wear even print to our normal work lives? This is a country that we hear that print are only donated for maybe Friday wear. So the problem goes back, and it comes back to the designer. So if I'm producing stuff and I'm doing more of print, and print are only worn on Friday, do you think I'll still continue to do more print? No. I'll try and put the Western in more there. So the problem goes back.
Right. Doris, modeling isn't a new thing in Ghana, but I think that what's more new is the increase in modeling, the number of modeling agencies. But I'm particularly concerned about the charges. Because if it's a burgeoning industry, it's an emerging industry, here. And if you look at established events like the London Fashion Week, models actually are prepared to do it for free because they understand what exposure means. Why is it that these modeling agencies charge so much? And I think modeling goes vis-a-vis pari passu, fashion and design. Yeah. So what accounts for the high charges? So perhaps you say you don't do that.
I have a question though. What do you mean by high charges? That as the agency charges the model?
Exactly. And so what happens now is they don't do open cast where the model has a one-on-one with the designer. They go through the modeling agencies who charge exorbitant fees.
No.
Yeah, you would say no.
No, because I have been a model. I've been in the industry for like 13 years.
Yeah.
My challenge as a model was the fact I didn't have any agency
Yes.
to represent
Yes.
me. So I
That's
have
what's new, the agencies now.
Oh, they've been there, but they don't work. In my line of
Then they were non-existent. How is it that they don't work?
The agencies are there.
they are there, but they're just sitting on the fence.
Yes, the right.
You know,
They don't know what to do.
They don't even look for jobs. So this is what I have been doing so far. If I am a modeling agency, I have not gone out there to scout out for new faces. I'm working with the existing models.
Okay.
There are a lot of freelance models in the industry, and because I've been there before, I book them for jobs. So what I do is I book them for jobs, and our contract is on the job. So if I book you for a job and you're being paid 2,000, you know that's how much you're being paid. And internationally, the percentage is 20%, and I charge my 20%, and then our agreement dissolves.
Right.
You know, there are lots of.
But as an agency, what exactly do you do? How do you
right now
prop up your
so
models?
For an agency, what I really want to do is to individually scout for models. That is what I like.
Okay.
When I'm on the street and I find a talent, that's what I want.
Raw and polished.
I'm not interested in having a lot of girls lining up for casting and then putting on social media for everybody. I like the fact that I'm on the street and I see this beautiful guy or beautiful girl, and I think potentially I can work with this person.
As regards quality and professionalism, you know, in the modeling industry, you see, because I think that we forget that there's commercial modeling, there's editorial, there's glamour.
Now that is where I'm going to what I'm going to explain.
Yes.
And most of these agencies lie to the girls and the boys.
Lie to the girls.
They lie to them.
Your personal experience, you've seen that, you've been through that.
Well, no. Okay. Because I know as a model where my strengths are. Okay. I'm a good runway model. I'm a good editorial model. I'm trying to branch into commercial. Okay. To do commercials now that I'm not actively doing runway. They tell the girls and the boys, oh, don't worry, you can do modeling. Meanwhile, these people are not cut for the job. You know, the necessary training that they need to, to give them to be part of the industry are not being given to them. I.e., they only teach them how to walk, stand, pose, and that's it. But that's not just modeling. Modeling is not just, standing and posing. They have to teach you how to speak as a model, how to carry yourself as a model, how to even market yourself as a model. So these people finish school, and they come back and they put them on the show and they can't do anything. They have no idea. They are clueless about the industry. Okay, this is to the two of you. Have you realized that we haven't come to understand the important roles magazines and photography play in the fashion industry? How it is that a magazine, for instance, can forecast trends, you see, or create a desire in customers. Have you noticed that? Quickly. Do you mean the magazines in Ghana, they forecast trends? Yeah, well, that's what they're supposed to do. That's the role of magazines, fashion magazines, and photography.
I will ask, do we even have the magazines?
I have to go now. Do we have the magazines? Good question. All right. So, we have to continue this. This is all time will allow for. We definitely have to continue this. Thank you so much, fashion designer Oheneba Yaoboama, creative director at Brantier Collections, and the model Doris Adom Asumeni, CEO Ebony and Ivory Productions Limited. But she runs a modeling agency as well. Do you have plus size models? Do you need plus size models? Maybe for. You're watching. We'll discuss it. All right. So, I'm saying you're watching New Day. Well, that's it for New Day this morning. We're so sorry. This is all time, but you're coming again, so we can continue this. Yes, and thank you so much, and thank you for making time to be with us this morning. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a great day. God bless you.